I take a subway, usually to get here or there or anywhere, because it takes less time than taking a bus usually, and it's reliable and cheap, and it's freaking crowded. It's really crowded. I hate crowdedness, especially for during commuting time, 8 to 9 in the morning or in the nighttime. There's a huge chance to get stuck in people. To get squashed by a bunch of people is not a pleasant experience. So, but there's something you can try, or you should try, to enjoy the moment. So I want to introduce you can try, or you should try, for what could have been the shittiest moment for your day. It is find the proper person to stand with, or stick to. I'm not talking about possibility of sexual harassing. So, don't get me wrong, and don't even try that. You can be really fucked up sort of person. So, when you try to find your subway partner, well, I call them subway partners. It's easier to call them whatever you call them, I don't care. So, if you want to find your subway partner, there are two criteria of choosing a person to stand with, to stick to. The first one is their smells, and the second one is whether they possess media platform. It's about smell, you couldn't agree more. Smell like if my subway partner stinks, they smell like shit. I just want to kill them, because if I don't do that, they can kill me. I can't breathe. So, to survive from your journey, so keep in mind, stay away from smell. I'm just saying. About media platforms, this criteria doesn't work exactly the same as it did before, because all of us have our smartphone. With our smartphone, we can surf the internet and other things, other stuff like, I have a smartphone, I can do everything in the train. That's really cool, but what if we don't have a smartphone? Or we forgot to bring our smartphone, or the smartphone battery is just dead? So what will you do? Then this criterion still works. Like years ago, person who has newspaper was the best in this league. So, especially sports newspaper, there are lots of interesting stories there and lots of interesting pictures. When I read others' newspaper, I was like, oh, I like this article. Hey, please skip the article. I've already finished this one. Of course, I didn't say this publicly. And you spend more than 5 minutes here. You really like this article. There are half-naked women's picture on the page. That's normal in sports newspaper, And there are also opportunity. He left the newspaper on the shelf for me, and I can take the newspaper. So I hate people who took the newspaper with them. They don't need it, do they? They don't need newspaper anymore. And these days, there are lots of options. First of all, smartphone. It's really fun to watch other people using smartphone. They surf the internet, Facebooking, or they texting message. Especially when they text message, what are you doing? How are you? I'm doing nothing. That's really a meaningful and interesting conversation. And the funny thing is the emotional gap between their message and their real face. Like when they say, oh, that is the funniest story I've ever heard, but they look very serious. Oh, that's the funniest story I've ever heard, but I look very serious because it really sucks. Your joke sucks, man. But they didn't say this one. And other than smartphone, what else? I like PSP. You know PSP, right? You know, right? So I really wanted to have one. So when I found the person who has PSP, that is my subway partner that day. You are playing PlayStation in a train. You're so cool, man. Of course, I didn't say this publicly either. And or you can watch a movie that is even not released to theaters thanks to some early adaptive pilots. Yeah, thank you, Jack. Yeah, we can watch a movie. And so, yeah, if you find your survey partner according to those two criteria, I think your journey will not be bad, and you can chill out at least. So, but don't forget your body is still stuck in a stuck between, so your body is still dying. So I hope you to survive from it. Yeah. Peace. Thank you.